Hi guys, welcome to the next section, Infrastructure as Code. In this section, we will start with Google Cloud Platform SDK gcloud. Further, we will see Terraform. Now, we move on to the first video of this section that deals with Google Cloud Platform SDK gcloud. In this video, we're going to take a look at creating resources with Google Cloud SDK. Google offers us a very comprehensive SDK that can be used for operating Google Cloud Platform, as well as installing software components related to cloud operations. The first thing we need to do is install gcloud. There are installers for Windows. But in general, for Unix-based systems, we have an interactive installer that can be executed from the command line and the unattended mode. The different options can be found at this link. In order to install it, the first thing we need to do is run this command. This will initiate the interactive installed in the online mode. We will be asked a number of questions during the installation process. The first one is the installation directory. By default, this is the home of the user, but you can change it to the folder of your choice. Once we've selected the folder, it will start downloading and installing the required base components. The question is whether you want to help improve the Google Cloud SDK through the collection of anonymized data. Just answer as per your preferences. Now, Google Cloud SDK will start installing the core components. Google SDK installs few packages that will be used to operate the basic services on Google Cloud Platform. Once it is finished, it will ask whether you want to modify the path variable of your system or not. For that, we just reply Y and press Enter, so that the gcloud command is available from the console. After that, close your terminal and open it again to check whether gcloud command is available or not. Now that we've installed Google Cloud SDK, it is time to configure the authentication. Now we will execute this command. It will ask us to log in. So we reply Yes, which will open a browser window asking us to enter the Google credentials. Here, we will enter the ones associated with your trial account. If you had a project already created in the Google Cloud Platform, it will ask you in the console to choose which one to use. In my case, I've selected the one called Tidy Centaur. The next topic is configuring the Google Compute Engine. Now, we will select the availability zone. In my case, anywhere in Europe will work for me. After this step, we are done. The prompt will tell us that we have a configuration called Default created. This means that the Google Cloud SDK can work with multiple credentials. In our case, we're going to work with just one set of credentials and a single project. Now, we move to creating resources with Google Cloud SDK. Once we're set up, it is time to start creating resources. The commands for creating resources can be quite complicated or extremely simple depending on our requirements. Luckily, Google engineers have thought about it when creating the interface for Google Cloud Platform. The first thing we need to do is log into our Google Cloud Platform account. Once you are there, go to Compute Engine and fill the form to create a new resource. Here, we will enter the name of the instance. Choose your closest region. In my case, I'm selecting US Central 1C. For machine type, we go with the default 1. For API access, we don't need that, but the default is okay. We check the Allow HTTP Traffic and Allow HTTPS Traffic checkboxes. If you take a look at the very bottom, below the Create button, there are two links, that is, REST Equivalent and Command Line. For now, we're going to focus on the Command Line link. We click on it. We should get a window with a few commands. Let's explain them. The first command creates the VM. As you can see, no one can expect to learn to create this command easily. But luckily, Google Cloud Platform provides it to you for every single resource that will be created for you, so you can use the UI to generate the commands. That said, the preceding command sets every single potential setting Google Cloud provides. So, in other words, we'll be able to run the command with the same results no matter what settings we change in our cloud account. There is a shorter version. This command does exactly the same as the very long command from earlier, but assuming that the settings are the default. The other two commands are simpler. Let's take a look at this too. As you can guess, these commands allow the HTTP and the HTTPS traffic into our host as described in the UI form. These are the basics of infrastructure as code. We could potentially execute those commands on a bash script, and off we go. Our infrastructure is created automatically for us. In the same way, if we don't want to depend on Google Cloud SDK, we could choose the REST option that will show us the list of HTTP requests that we need to issue to Google Cloud in order to create the same resources. If you're familiar with languages such as Python, JavaScript, and others, you know how easy it is to issue HTTP requests in order to create the resources so you could manage your infrastructure as if it were code following the same lifecycle. In this video, we looked at Google Cloud Platform SDK gcloud.